Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
19.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Titans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
The Titans at 4-7 now on the year. Did they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W? They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
70 Rangers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away. He's got him in. Complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Hold me ready. Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On second and 12, Burrow. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
On the move past the 40. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Second and 11. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On second down, they'll run it here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have now moved out in front. The point after is good. And the lead is now 14-10. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Hurry!
Burrow will throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Burrow looking to pass. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
They'll set up a throw. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup. Relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throwing coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this to about the 40-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Back to 60. Hurry, hurry.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Come on.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
60 Mavericks. 79 Broncos.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here we go. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. On the ball. On the ball.
They'll drop to throw.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout. and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. The Vikings send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And taken right at the 35. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Burrow going for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw. This is caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there, deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Again, it's Burrow. Thomas brings it in. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there.
With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have taken a fourth-quarter lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going. That's exactly what you're looking for.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Here's Burrow. Pass complete, Thomas. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Throwing, Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. The throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Finding space at the 40.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to try and go deep again. And now here is another interception. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game